For the upcoming 1.13 release of Minecraft, I have been looking for an exact replacement for the skeleton spawner water elevator farm designs that we had for 1.12. I got a few ideas from a couple of videos, and this is what I've come up with. It is a 100% replacement which functions identically as the 1.12 versions. So let me show you. What's changed? Obviously we have the soil sand bubble column elevator rather than the alternating air water elevator. In addition, I use a simple sticky piston and pressure plate to push the skeletons into the bubble column. The elevator, rather than being 1 by 1, is now 1 by 2, and I'll explain the reason for that in a moment. The very top, the horizontal stream of water, the only difference is that the source block needs to be at least 2 blocks behind the bubble column or the water won't flow properly. And finally, it's a minor tweak, but I noticed occasionally, just occasionally, a skeleton would try to walk against the stream of water and pause on the lip. And of course here they're walking right off. Well, there he stops. There he is. So to prevent that, replace the final block with a sign, and then the skeletons have basically no place to stop. They'll simply walk to the edge, there's no block underneath, and they'll just fall into the 1 by 1 fall column. In all the time I've been looking at this, I have never seen a skeleton fall through the water and land on the top of the second block. They simply fall into the final block. So there you have it. A totally functioning replacement for the skeleton spawner water elevator. Let me get rid of these silly squids. It's your standard design of the spawner from 1.12. Water floor, the skeletons spawn. They walk out, they'll fall onto the pressure plate, are pushed into the bubble column, and fall into the delivery column. Now the reason this elevator is 1 by 2 is so that when one skeleton happens to stand on the pressure plate and the piston is extended, if there are skeletons close behind him, they will walk across the extended elevator, and they actually don't have to be 100% in the bubble column for the bubble column to lift them. So it makes it slightly more efficient, and there you have it. I wish that there were a way to separate. I wish that this would work for the zombies. The trouble is that I've got no way to separate the baby zombies from the adults. And once a baby zombie falls and stands on the pressure plate, the piston is extended and the baby just stands there. Subsequent zombies will walk across the extended piston. However, sometimes they'll just stop on the piston, and now you've got sort of a, it just sort of gets gummed up. I made an attempt at a zombie sorting system, but it doesn't work perfectly. Putting a fence underneath a water stream works for the adults, and some of the baby zombies will fall through, but all it takes is for one baby zombie to make it successfully across the top of the fence, and they're mixed in with the adults, and then things get gummed up. So I hope this video inspires others to come up with even better designs, and enjoy the upcoming 1.13 release.